I'm actually a real poet, which is rare. Words can be funny, words can be true, but give me a theme, I'll do a poem for you. Try and be sharp, you know what they say, then I'll prove you wrong. You're not as sharp as you thought, by the way. It's not my fault, literally. I've had university types trying to take the mick out of me. I might be poor, literally, but guess what? I've got a sharp brain for poetry. I went to Edinburgh Fringe and I know it's true. I saw the university types that didn't have a clue. They didn't like me, what could they do? They cancelled the poets' piss up. Hey, what a shame. I would have enjoyed a good drink with a poet or two. But they were an intelligent type, literally. Apparently he had a photographic memory. I don't do it by memory. I'm a real poet in Nottingham, to see thee. And I'd just like to say, while I'm here, it's true. Nottingham seems so polite to me. That's not bullshit to me and you. People get off the bus, you know what they say? Thank you, bus driver. Like you should. Polite and nice that way. It doesn't happen in Hartlepool apart from me. I always thank the bus driver, because I'm a lazy old git. I don't like walking, you see. And when you see, what can you say? When someone's kind enough to do that job, you say, thank you, by the way. It's nice to be polite and it's nice to be true. It doesn't cost much for manners, it never does do. I think it's inbred, literally. It's the way your parents bring you up when you're young, you see. You see the things in life and you see the things you do. You think, my mum was polite and a beautiful woman too. I miss her dearly and sadly it's true, but if I start crying, I'm sorry about that, but what can you do? The only woman I ever loved in my life. If I can find a good woman like her, I'd make her my wife. But on the bright side, I've got to say, I'm the ugly bugger in the family, I'm not married that way, so now I can travel literally and do instantaneous poetry. I've got no children, I know it's genetically, because if they had big ears like that, ex-girlfriends like kids, I'd worry, but that is me. There was one and it was true. But she earned good money. I was young, what did I do? Jeanette the caller, what can I say? She fell in love with me. I told her I don't do love, it's just sex, by the way. But now I'm old, you know it's true. I still like women. I wouldn't have two. One's enough for me, because one woman in hand is better than two in the bush, because I'm not an open sex, you see. But that's life, and that can be fun and true. And if you'd like a poem, ask a real poet. I know what I'll do. I know it's hard work trying to get it to do, because people don't like picking themes in case you do a nice poem or two. But as a poet, I've got to try to make you laugh. I don't want to make you cry. I'd never want to make you cry literally, because I'm a nice person. And I'm also nice when I do poetry. I'd like to say I'm stressed, but you know it's true. There's nobody asking for a theme or two. Give me a chance, give me a try. I'll give you the best poem, because I am that poetry guy. But now I'm natural and natural to be. I'm in Nottingham. I was born a Rhodes Robinson is me. Adopted Loughborough, it is true. And I miss my stepdad, a good man too. Harder than I'll ever be. But I carried steel and concrete, that was me. I used to be a grafter, and it was true. I paid me taxes, only because I had to. Now the thing when you get to my age, literally, you start to worry about death. Can I afford to die, you see? My plot's already paid for my mum and dad, it's true. But it still costs £1,000. Anyone got a tenner or two? No one's listening, what can you say? No one's listening to words in the modern day. Well, maybe that's the problem with the world, what can I say? Nobody listens in the modern day. Bangers rhymes with wangers, we know that's the way. But they give mortgages in America to people who come out of jail that day. Have a mortgage, we'll make cash out here, it's true. And then when it all goes wrong, only the poor people pay, and that is true. And now the price has gone up on food, what can I do? I still look for bargains, I'm tight, that's true. I don't waste money, literally, because I haven't got any cash to throw away, you see. I can't throw away money, I shall never shall be. The sort of person who wastes anything, I will never waste money, me. Maybe I'm just getting old and cynical, it's true. But in the olden days, you used to knock the gas meter back the electric too. Maybe that's the way it was meant to be. But now I'm getting old, I'm getting cynical, that's me. But if I went back to America literally, actually it was Australia, I got it wrong. But that's again, I'm allowed to, I'm the poet, that's me. Sydney didn't harbour a grudge, it's true. They let me in for a drink or two. 7 weeks, what could I do? I wanted to see the sights, and they didn't. He had the cash, I had none, it's true. So I travelled far and I travelled wide. We never even got the Australian countryside. But we done our best, and that's what you do. You try your best and hope people have a clue. But if the world was sharp and true, don't you think it's about time the money men had a clue? They don't care about you and me, the price of beer or food for thee. They don't come pay your bill literally when you're working hard all day in the factory. They don't care. The reason why, they're not the sharp human spiritual guy. They haven't got a clue of what you do. They don't care, the price of beer's gone up too. 2p or not 2p, that's what they used to say. But in the modern day, I think it's 20 pence. Actually, it's 20% literally. The beer's gone up too much for me. But when I was young, what could I say? I'd actually drink night and day. I drink a lot literally. Well, I knew my life was going to be hard, but not as hard as the life I did see. And as I've seen it, as I can say, I like sitting by a nice river and a few cans in a day. Just sit and relax and know it's that way. You can just chill and put your cans in the river so they stay cold all day. And know it's clean and know it's true and not full of pollution. I hope you do the same too. And when you finish, what do? You take your cans back and put them in the bin. That's what you should do. But now I'm getting old, and I am getting older by the day, even by the minute, that's what they say. But time is expensive, time is true. Have I got time for somebody to give me a theme so I can do a poem or two? Oh, okay. Ladies, what can I say? I wouldn't sleep with a man like me, by the way. The simple reason I know is true. I'm only after humpy, but what can you do? I am getting bored, and that is the way. But I'm a bored bad. Nobody can say anything, by the way. I've tried hard all my life, literally. Ladies, I used to be a snail fixer. Labourer, strongest, that was me. But then I was young, then I was true. Built a prison, built one, not two. Didn't get any more work, you know what they say, so I hitchhiked to Munich. It took me about 3 or 4 months to get back, by the way. But I had pride in me. Being an honest grafter was something to be proud of, you see. But nowadays, I've got to say, people look down their nose at labourers. It wasn't for good labourers, the buildings wouldn't be built in the modern day. The lads are good, the lads are true. I've worked with the Irish lads and the Brummies too. What grafters, what men can I say? Brilliant men and honest and worked hard for the pay. But that's life and that was mine, it's true. But time is going, what can you do? Time is time, allegedly. Time was invented by man to make you late, you see. If time didn't exist, what could you do? Turn him on work, he can't say you're late. Say, whoa, you haven't got the time. Neither do I, neither do you. I'm just on time, what can I do? Now I'm here, I'll do the job right, as you should always do. The last job you ever do should be the best you think you can do. And then you've got self-respect, it's true. Because you know, even if you pass away, you've done a good job, that was true. Anyway, thank you, God bless, good night.